so others may live. A writing prompt posted by u/Gordon519 over on r/humansarespaceorcs. Do you know the reason we find human combat medics scary? Take one of the sayings of their rescue corps. So others may live. These are sophons that willingly throw themselves into harm's way in an attempt to save another. They know damned well there is a chance they might not see their own families again, and yet they can and will dive into the jaws of hell to pull their brothers out. Their medics will stare death in the face and tell him to quote, "go fuck himself," whatever that means. Their doctors of the Red Cross will heal anyone regardless of the side they are on, provide food, clean water, keep you alive and safe, until it is safe to send you back to your own people. You could have been fighting them the night before, but so long as you do not drag that war into their hospital ships, you will be treated as one of them for as long as you are there. But gods above help you if you so much as lay a finger on one of their medical or humanitarian ships, as they call them. There is no force in the 9 hells that can stop their fury. I have seen colonies reduced to glass over things they have done to human hospital ships during the war. Do not touch them. The following comment was posted by u/Rexlare. The Red Cross is a uniquely human sigil, one that perplexes those who do not understand its significance or meaning. In the galactic sphere, most aliens use symbols with obvious symbolism. Skulls mean death, fists mean aggression, an open palm is to stop, legs means to walk away, etc. But a red cross has no obvious symbolism to most aliens. Unless, of course, you're a soldier. The humans have since made it clear that the Red Cross is a designation icon for a medic. Not a foreign concept, all militaries have symbols for dedicated military personnel, but for the last 500 years the Red Cross had an entirely different definition for the alien soldiers who encountered human medics. Wrath. The Red Cross symbolized wrath. Not from those who wore it, as they were naturally more focused on protecting their fellow comrades, though they would never hesitate to attack with equal intensity and fervor. No, the wrath symbol was a warning for those who dared attack those who bore the Red Cross of Vengeance. For when a combat medic is slain, their allies would enter a furious frenzy of violence and hatred, as if they were cybernetically linked to the Wrath Bearer, and feeling their deaths would send them into a feral state of hatred. Those same forces who were previously taking cover and in hiding would suddenly erupt in a storm of gunfire and charging animals using their weapons like clubs and spears, if not their bare hands. Many reports claimed from the survivors of such attacks that they survived by mere miracles, but still suffered immense psychological damage from seeing a zealot force of vengeful demons seeking their retribution for their fallen guardians. There were even more who were fully eradicated by these wrath states. Now, it is understood that the symbol designates a medic, but the galaxy will forever recognize the Red Cross as a symbol of vengeance. A blood-stained cross that warns others to not cross its bearer, lest you face the untempered hatred from their brothers in arms. The following comment was posted by u/TXN2019. I was attached to a human infantry platoon during the clearance of a canyon on Sol. Compared to our species, the humans are already grotesquely bulky. Their forms lack the delicate flow of our limbs, and so they are pitiful climbers and susceptible to being clumsy on any planet or moon with less gravity than they are accustomed to. So they bring us along as scouts and to provide overwatch from rooftops. Their medic was moving in the rear of the formation, with the man the soldiers affectionately referred to as their platoon daddy, Boss. He was what humans refer to as a non-coms, or NCO. They are not officers, but leaders and dangerous fighters, as the most experienced man in their formation. The officers are there to make decisions and bring support from higher up and to coordinate with adjacent units during any operation. But the Sergeant Boss always kept their medic, or Doc Tremaine, with him. During the last patrol, we were providing security while the officers met with the local leaders. Suddenly, we all heard the report of plasma rifle fire, followed by Sergeant Boss yelling, "They hit the dock!" He was already returning fire, whilst he directed every machine gun and rifle onto the target window, about 85 meters down the street. In minutes, the platoon had moved into the offending structure and had killed several fighters. When I arrived, they still had the living prisoners on the ground floor. Sergeant Boss has dropped his rifle and kit and was using his bony hands like clubs. I had never heard a sound like that, and I hope to never again. Every blow cracked sickeningly sharp as it landed home against the cranium of the Solian fighter. The other living Solian watched in horror as the organs inside of their comrade's cranium began to leak from its ear holes and its eyes became distended from their sockets. The platoon leader arrived just a minute after me. The first Solian was already dead, but Boss wasn't letting up. "Nobody touches them but me. Nobody takes the heat but me," ordered Boss, while the rest of the platoon secured the windows and doors to the structure. "Sergeant Boss, lock it the fuck up now," the human captain Heath shouted when he saw the scene. "Sir, they shot the doc. He was handing out candy and they shot him in the face," Boss replied, sternly but not outwardly upset. He wasn't one for hysterics. "Wait one." The captain keyed his mic. "Dragoon 6, Dragon 1-6. I have a casualty report." The radio chirped as the commander answered. "Send it 1-6. Friendly KIA. Battle roster Echo Tango 4576. Requesting exfil at my EM SIG at the earliest." "Roger, 8 mics out, at your EM." "What's the enemy casualty slant for BDA?" the captain coldly asked. Boss quickly tallied and replied, 8 KIA and 1 detainee.